Another one. The press statement from the Kwan Shelley Foundation has done nothing to change anyone's perception that Jessica Shelley is a homewrecker who abandoned her son for a rich husband.
Stop reading that rubbish.
Why aren't you doing anything to shut them up?
The last thing I'm going to do is give them a reason to write more of those trashy articles.
I mean, look at this. The rumours surrounding Jessica Shelley's past are starting to look more and more like fact.
Yoke, they're goading us. No matter how genuine our response, they'll take it and blow it out of proportion. Now, please put your phone down and have your breakfast.
I slept for only like 2 hours last night. Reporters won't stop calling me and some even turn up in the hospital.
You should go home and rest. You can't go to work like that. Why don't you call in sick?
I can't do that. Ella, I really need to talk to Jessica. I need to know the truth.
Didn't your mom tell you what happened to your dad and stepmom? That she suspects Jessica was the one behind the fire that caused your deaths. Don't you believe her?
If someone accuses Auntie May Wan of murder, would you take the person's word for it? Or would you just quietly accept it?
I understand. But Jessica doesn't want to see you.
I wish I could just go to her house right now and kick down the door. I can't go on like this. I want her to look at me in the eye and tell me the truth.
Melania.
Louis, it's out of my hands. It was Michael's decision to make Hawk a consultant on the Vietnam project.
Just like that, huh? You didn't even put up a fight?
Of course I did. So did James. We told Michael that it was a big mistake. He wouldn't listen.
What the hell has Hawk got that I don't? I did everything to win Michael over. Everything.
Well, he's the one that ended up marrying Madeline and became Michael's son-in-law. I'm sorry, Louis. The decision's been made.
Can you pass a message to Jessica for me? Can you tell her that Adam still believes in her?
Are you saying that Adam's choosing not to believe any of the stories about Jessica?
He wants to hear it from her.
What about you? Do you believe Jessica's capable of murder?
It doesn't matter what I believe. Adam has my full support. Can you pass a message to her?
Sorry, I can't help you. She's not talking or listening to anyone.
You're going to sit around moping all day? You know what got yourself into this mess? Your partnership with May Wan. And if you had any common sense, you pull out of everyday soy immediately.
What are you talking about?
Louis, in the space of 24 hours, Hawk was made consultant and got himself married to Madeline. Obviously, his mother May Wan is behind it. She's telling him how to weasel his way into Michael's good books.
No way. Auntie May Wan's an honorable person. She is nothing like Hawk.
Go on, don't listen to your mother. I told you that Madeline was good for you. But no, you always think you know what's better.
Can you leave me alone? I'm feeling lousy enough as it is.
Oh my God, guys! Hi! It's so good to see you.
Hey, hello.
Oh, Daniel. Okay, everyone. I've been dying for you to meet this handsome gentleman over here. Hawk, these are my best friends, Bridget, Gaia, and Daniel. Everyone, this is Hawk. Nice to meet you. We have a big day ahead of us today because we are going to officially meet the parents.
Sign a contract and close the deal.
Let's order.
Oh, what a handsome couple they make.
Stop, Eunice. You're making me nauseous.
Hawk should get an award, don't you think? Most overdressed person to have coffee at Lux.
Yeah, long way.
Madeline is a sucker. I bet you he didn't fork out a single cent on that outfit.
Come on, we've wasted enough of our time on him. He's nothing more than being in designer clothing.
I think maybe you should just drop it. I know you don't want to hear that, but...
Adam doesn't know she's responsible for his father's death.
Right now, it's just speculation. Malcolm and Brianna died in a fire. It could have been a lit cigarette or electrical fault.
Exactly. Nobody knows who or what caused the fire. The results of the investigation were inconclusive. So Jessica could have done it. I'm sure she must have.
Hey, if you put that out there, it's going to be the end of Jessica and Adam. He'll never want to see her again. And there'll be nothing left of her reputation.
Bitter.
Yeah. But it's good for you. So, how was therapy?
Not very productive. But I'm convinced that Melody holds the key to the third altar.
You think she knows about the kidnapping?
Well, she triggered the third altar to show up, so she must have some connection to it. Whoa, speak of the devil. Hi, Melody.
I really don't know what to do, Richard. Jessica needs my help, but she won't talk to me.
What do you think of those stories about her? Do you believe any of them?
I'm not sure it matters anymore.
How can you say that? They are calling her a sugar baby and a homewrecker.
That's what upsets me the most. What they're accusing her of happened years ago. No one seems to care how Jessica is taking it. She's not coping well, Richard. Not well at all.
And I wonder how Adam is taking it.
The poor boy needs support. Listen, if Adam is Jessica's son, that makes him my son too.
And you're not bothered by that?
She knows about all the women I've had. I mean, wasn't I married when I first met Jessica? At a time like this, the past is irrelevant. Jessica needs me. I'm sorry I've taken up so much of your time, Richard, but I really needed someone to talk to. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Take care.
Oh, that was so much fun. My friends think you're great.
They all drive expensive cars. Fierce.
Okay, right. Now it's time for the main event. We need to discuss our wedding plans. I have some arrangements worked out from when, I was engaged to Louis, but we can get rid of all of them because his ideas weren't very good anyway.
Hey, your wedding. You are the star. You do it your way.
Oh, Hawk.
Well, you're such a disgrace. Louis was the best thing that happened to you, and you left him for this lowlife?
How dare you?
It's okay. Let her talk. Your father will be happy to hear everything she says about you. Carry on.
Let it go, Celia. He's not worth it.
Hi, Yoke. I tried calling Jessica, but she won't pick up.
She's not in a good place right now.
You have to stop her from reading those stories in the press.
I've been trying. I've been protecting her from them as much as I can.
I know. You have to protect Jessica. You have to protect her.
Neighbors heard what appeared to be a big fight coming from Brianna's house, after which they saw an unidentified woman fleeing the scene of the crime.
They're insinuating the unidentified woman is Jessica?
It gets worse. Says here Brianna killed herself because Jessica was hounding her constantly. Why hasn't she come out to defend herself?
I suspect she's given up. This could very well be the end of Jessica.
Ajay, have you read the latest post on Richard's website?
The media has already picked up on it. I hope you know what you have done.
The police, if they had any sense, they would reopen the case now. Adam deserves to know the truth, how Malcolm and Brianna really died. Don't you want to know?
Come on, you expect me to believe you give two hoots about Adam?
He deserves to know, and so does Ella. Both of them need closure.
If it turns out Jessica really had anything to do with Malcolm and Brianna's death...
Then she'll have to do time. I know it sounds cold, but we're talking about murder.
The one I feel sorry for is Adam.
Poor chap, he's going to lose his mother a second time.
Hey, where's my ma?
Went out.
You can see that. What time is she coming back? She has dinner with Madeline's father tonight.
She didn't tell me anything about dinner.
I reminded her so many times. We purposely chose our dinner so it's easy for her to come over. You see her, please remind her.
Oh. Hey, Hawk.
I know they put you on the Vietnam project again. I hope you'll be nice to Rickson.
I'm always nice to him.
Please. It's his livelihood, okay? Please don't give him any problems.
Hey, I'm heading to the gym. You want to work up a sweat together?
No can do. Meeting Melody in about half an hour.
Oh, she's back in town?
Yeah, minus my brother.
She came alone?
Doesn't matter. One way or another, I want to get some answers from her.
I'm so glad we're ticking all the boxes. You met my friends this morning. Now your mom's gonna meet my dad. After this, I want you to meet my aunts and uncles and cousins. Hey, isn't it funny how we got married totally in reverse? The only thing we didn't do is get pregnant before marriage. Hawk, did you hear me?
Yeah, I'm reminding my ma. Don't be late for dinner.
Oh, Daddy's here.
Hi, Michael.
How is he?
The same, coughing all the time, and his knee still hurts.
He still can't get out of bed?
The pain is too much for him.
Sorry, I haven't seen you for some time. I kept our promise I haven't told anyone. I came here to tell you I can't keep this secret any longer. He needs to know what happened. I promise you nothing will happen to you. I'll protect you.
Help me, Daddy. I'm still so undecided about the wedding. Should we have a small, intimate affair, or should we go grand and glitzy and invite the whole world? And then there's also the honeymoon. We've got so many places on our list, right, Hawk?
So many.
Is your mother running late?
I'll call her.
This is the ring he got me, Daddy.
That's nice.
Also, I was thinking for the honeymoon that we could go to Bali. Because I know you have your miles.
Why not?
And then we could fly first class and we could go for free.
Her line's busy.
I'm sure she's on her way.
I hope this doesn't happen on your wedding day. It's impolite to keep your guests waiting.
Ella, I'm leaving work now.
Adam, have you spoken to Jessica Shelley about Brianna's death?
Do you believe she murdered your parents, Malcolm and Brianna? Please, leave me alone.
I don't know what's going on.
No comments. No comments. Just one. The reporters are all over me right now, and
Adam? Adam?
How I wish I had met you sooner. Adam, are you all right? I thought you were hurt badly.
I got a couple of bruises, but I managed to jump out of the way in time.
And you even had Ella put on a teary act just so to get me to come visit you.
So you care about me. Isn't that why you're here? You owe me the truth.
When I met your father, he swept me off my feet. He was handsome and rich, and he bought me nice things. I was so young then, you know? Those things mattered.
Did you love my father?
Very much so. So I became his mistress. And when he promised that he would marry me after I got pregnant with you, I couldn't have been more happy.
So?
Yes. It's true. I'm your mother, Adam. Malcolm was going to divorce Brianna sooner or later. Their marriage had become meaningless.
My mother, Arissa, she told me you were the reason Brianna had a miscarriage.
She found out about the affair, and to this day, I still feel very guilty about it. But I want you to understand something. Before the miscarriage, your father had already gone back on his word. and went back to Brianna. I was heartbroken and already pregnant with you by then.
So he left you when you were pregnant?
But giving birth to you was the happiest day of my life. You were such a cute little baby, you know. I told myself we were gonna be okay. It was gonna be you and me against the world. And your father showed up one day. And he convinced me to give you up. I will never forget his words. You can't make it on your own. I want my son back and I will pay you good money for him. It was as if all the times that we had together meant nothing. I'm so sorry, Adam. I didn't want to let you go, but I knew that Malcolm could give you a good life. It's a mistake that I've always regretted. And then when I heard about the fire, I was devastated. But I didn't know that you had survived it. I truly loved your father, Adam. I'll admit, at first, I was with him for the money, for the nice clothes, and for the promise of better things to come. When I finally saw you again after all those years apart, that promise finally came through for me. Adam, I want you to know that I truly care about you. I'm going to make a press statement later, and I'm going to tell everyone that you are not my son.
I don't understand. Why?
You've been through so much, and I'm the one responsible for that. I don't care what happens to me. My reputation is already beyond salvaging. But you, all I want for you now is to live in peace, both you and Ella.
Whatever your decision is, I will respect it. But I favor honesty. Because one lie just leads to another lie. And before you know it, your entire life is consumed by the lies. How will you ever know what is right and what is real?
We open a store here. This side is Boss Lady, and this side is Everyday Soy.
No, you can't do that. I can't take the space from your business.
We are business partners, and I have to do my fair share. You are like a family to me.
That means a lot to me. It really does. But I can't let you do that.
Why? It's a good idea, right?
This is Handsome's dream. Yeah, he's going to be Handsome boss one day. I can't take that away from him. Hey, you know what would be great? If I could be part of that dream. How about if we have a little shelf with everyday soy products here? That way it won't interfere with what you already have.
Yeah, also can.
I'm so glad we're business partners.
Your brother told me about your condition. I'm hoping I can be of some help.
He did? So you know I've had DID since I was a kid.
Tian thinks it might have something to do with the kidnapping case.
That seems like the obvious starting point, but my memory of it is a bit vague.
I may have some information that could be useful to you.
Finally, the moment I've been waiting for. Let's hear it.
I hope you don't find this weird, but I think it's better to share with you during therapy.
You are saying you want to be there with Young and his therapist?
Young, I don't want you to come to any harm. What I'm going to say is going to be very upsetting. At least if your therapist is there, he'll know how to calm you down.
Fine. I'll set it up.
Please stand here.
You think this is a good move, Godma? We could end up hurting Adam.
Jessica's only interested in self-preservation.
Stand by and action.
Hello, my name is Jessica Shelley. First of all, I would like to apologize to my family for any distress The events of the last few days may have cost them. A lot has been said about my past. Sadly, most of it has been rather unsavory, but much of it is untrue. When I was Malcolm Sia's mistress, I became pregnant with his child. My son is a resident at Good Faith Park Hospital, and his name is Adam Sia. I was young, naive, and impressionable when I met Malcolm.
How come you didn't show up for dinner?
What dinner?
I told you so many times. Dinner with Madeline and her father. We waited so long for you.
I want you to move out of the house. I don't want to stay in the same house as you.
Huh? Ma, I married Madeline so we can have a better life.
No. You marry her so you can have a better life.
No, Ma. Listen to me. We are going to be rich. You can retire. Stop it. You don't have to do this anymore.
I want to do it. That's the difference between you and me.
Well, thank you for your support, everyone.
Move aside, Meryl Streep. That was quite the underdog story. I was rooting for you from the start. I hope the rest of Singapore buys it.
I told the truth, Eunice.
That was very brave of you. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
I guess the press can finally leave you alone now.
I don't think so. Jessica, you just made things worse for yourself. You told the whole world Adam's your illegitimate son, and you had an affair with his father.
You did your reputation no favors.
I don't care. Adam is my son, and that's all that matters. As far as I'm concerned, he's a Shelley and he's welcome to live here. He needs me as much as I need him.
Have you seen the latest report on the Vietnam project?
Yes.
And what are you going to do about the subcontractor's threat to file a mechanic's lien?
I'll get the main con to handle the subcon.
Explain.
Get the main con to settle it. If not, they don't get paid.
And risk losing the entire project? Are you out of your mind?
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt, but there's an emergency, something needing your construction expertise. Now.
I better help them take a look.
Go ahead.